And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Pinball Showdown. Now, stuff like this always excites me. Why? Because I love themes of things I love, and I love pinball. Pinball is amazing, and it saddens me that it's so hard to find these days. Yeah, I know we can use the internet and find places around that have pinball machines, but they're not everywhere anymore. You don't walk into a restaurant and see a pinball machine there, or into your local place and the store might have a pinball machine at it. They're harder to find, but they are fun, they're entertaining. I like them way more than I like video games. There's just something about watching that ball maneuvering around. Happily, there are apps on my iPad. I turn my iPad into a pinball machine, so that's a lot of fun. But can this same feeling come from a board or card game? Well, honestly, I kind of doubt that, right? I doubt that you can bring the actual playing of a pinball game into a board, or in this case, a card game. But let's see. In this game, you're going to get some symbols for yourself. So I might be the triangle person, or there's circle and hexagon. And these are your tokens that you have. These tokens are two-sided. On one side, they're red here. This is the control side. And the other side is speed. So my pinball starts at going at 5 speed, and I have 15 control tokens. Over the course of the game, I'm going to try to win cards here that are going to give me points. So for example here, this gives me 1,000 points, this drop target, while this rollover card will give me 200 points. A flipper here gives no points. This bumper gives 100 points. There's also bonus cards that you'll have over on the side, and these bonus cards are going to get points if you get, if I get a rollover and a kick-out hole, then I will get, the first person to do that will get this bonus card, which is worth 5,000 points. And at certain points in the game, whenever someone takes one of those bonus cards, that we're going to go into wizard mode, boom, which everyone's going to have a little ×2 counter, and all the cards underneath that will score you double points. So how do you go about getting these points? Well, everyone's going to start with a handful of these cards here, and at the beginning of each round, you're going to throw one in from the deck, and then everyone else is going to choose a card and throw them in. So let's say we're playing a 4-player game. There'll be 5 cards. We shuffle them, and then we reveal them. So here we have a bonus bash toy, we have a drop target, and we have 2 slingshots. And when it's your turn, you're going to bid on one of these. Now someone can outbid you. You're using control tokens by putting more on than you, which would knock you off. And we're going to keep going till everyone has bid or not bid on the card. If you don't bid on a card in turn order, starting from the first player token, you'll get one of the leftover cards. And then players will take the cards. The tokens that you used to bid, though, are out of the game. They're gone. And so you're taking these. Now, to take these cards, though, you have to be going a certain speed, or it doesn't work. So there's 2 numbers. So on this drop target here, I need to be going at least 3 speed. Well, that's easy. I started at 5 speed. This shows that there's 8 of these in the deck. Slingshot also needs to be only going 3 speed. The bash toy, I only need to be going at speed 2. So most of the cards are pretty good, but like this long ramp here, it's 2,500 points, but I need to be going at speed of 10. Now after you take the card, so let's say I take this slingshot here, it's going to change your speed. This is going to add 2 to my speed. So I would flip 2 of these over. Now I'm going faster. Or if I took the drop target, it's going to subtract 1 from my speed. So I would subtract 1 from my speed, flipping it over. So some, like this one here, the long ramp will slow you down. The flipper here is 0, but really, really speeds you up. Then there's cards like this, the scoop hole, which just shows equal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It just changes your speed to 6, regardless of how fast or slow you were going before. Now on your turn, you can bid, or you can increase your speed. You can always increase your speed, but for every token you flip over, you need to discard that many tokens. So you gotta be careful, because you're gonna be running with this, only so many tokens over the course of the game. As I said, as soon as someone gets 2 of the things here, a rollover and a kick-out hole, they'll take this card, which starts wizard mode. Wizard mode will stay on for only 1 round, unless there is a player who is going at speed 12 or higher, then wizard round will stay on. And then we score double points. So after 10 turns, Or when a player is drained or totally out of their tokens, the game will be over. You'll count up all the points you got for these, plus your bonus cards, remembering the ones you put under your ×2 token will be doubled, and whoever has the most points is the winner of the game. The game is going to center around these cards, which have great artwork and really makes it look like you're playing a pinball game. I really like how all these look. They just have this real, oh man, it just has this, I can hear the sounds that these things make. Now the symbols on the cards themselves are pretty easy. You know, this is the speed you need to be going, this is how many in your deck, this tells you if there's any special effects at the bottom or anything. Like here, a set of 4 gives 5,000 point bonus of the drop targets. And then the symbols on the side, the speed and the reduction symbols, that stuff makes sense too. So these are, the main deck is good quality. The bonus stuff's okay. They look good. These tokens are meh. I get that they're different shapes and they show the speed and stuff. They just look okay at best. But other than that, the whole thing really does have a nice pinball showdown feel to it, and everything fits very easily in the box. Well, there's one thing I gotta say, it's that they really did a good job here thematically wise. I mean, everyone who liked pinball talked about how they thought this game did a good job. First, visually, which I've already shown you. I think the game visually looks good, but also the idea of you need to have certain speeds to take the ramps, right? You need to be going at a fast speed to get those. You might want to go at a slower speed to get something else. That raising and increasing your speed, the theme was really strong with this game. And even collecting, you do certain combinations and you get a bonus thing. That's like the game, go up here, then hit this ramp, then do that. Now, that being said, the auction phase, which while it works and you can change your speed, it's okay, right? There were times where you could find, at near the end of the game, as we got to each game, we would find that people were bidding less and less. You're running out of tokens. And so you might bid nothing and just hope to take one of the leftover cards. There were ways to get cards out of the discard pile. And so if you could get a card, and you might just grab some points that way. And also the points have kind of a wide range. 100 points, 1,000 points. Now I know that's very pinball-y, right? I'll be playing again, 100, 200, 400, 1 million points. Great. Not always as good in a game. And not everyone I played would love this game. Some people said they felt the point scoring was random, and some people didn't really like the way that bidding worked. On the other hand, I did enjoy it. I don't think it's a perfect game by any means, and I think, like I said, I think the bidding's a little more clunky than I like it to be, but the theme, and I was dubious going in with this theme, the theme does work, and I like the wizard round and we're getting double points and trying to get combos. It's, a bit of set collection. Some cards are worth points, some cards you get 4 of them, they're worth bonus points, and just trying to get these. I would even play with these combos. They say you're supposed to have 1 per player. I would just put 1 out per player, and when one of them's taken, I'd draw another one. Why not let everyone get combos and stuff? It keeps the game exciting all the way to the end. And, where you're picking which card goes in the middle, and you don't know who put what card in there. I don't know that matters, like who threw what card in there. Am I supposed to, get some wisdom about what you want by the card you threw in there? You could have thrown any card in there. But the way the speed goes up and down and controls how many bidding tokens you have, the slower you are, the more you can bid. That also works thematically. So it's a nice small game. I wonder how much, the cover, while it's nice, doesn't pop on the shelf. It should, but it just, for some reason, it feels a little muted here. But I think a lot of people might pass this one by because they're not going to see it. But if you like pinball, this is not going to be pinball in a box. But it takes the pinball theme and puts it around a fun little card game, and you should check that out. Dice Tower Judgment approved!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!